So the day after, we're trying to analyze what came out. I mean, he said he was going to prioritize economic reform. It's going to be the focal point of the agenda for the upcoming 5 years. The president pledged a second wave of reform that will tackle the water crisis, resolve local government inefficiencies, and digitize government services, among other plans. The head of the economic department at the CPUT, Maarten Van Doesburgh, joins us now here, where we are on location at the Artscape Theatre Centre in Cape Town, in the CBD, just to unpack some of those economic aspects in the president's speech. Maarten, good morning. Thank you very much for coming through. For you first, just an overriding question before we delve in some of the economic aspects of what the president spoke about. For you, what stood out in yesterday's SONA?
I think without a doubt there was a positivity right up front. So we saw the president talk immediately about 3% economic growth, which hasn't been spoken about previously. We know that we're at 0% in real terms, really, heading towards hopefully a 1%, just below 1%. And this statement, I think, was very, very pleasing. And that's what we wanted to hear. That's what institutional investors, overseas investors, private sector wants to hear. So that stood out. And obviously the immediate prioritization of investment in infrastructure. What was more concerning, though, was as the speech progressed, I didn't see concrete evidence or concrete action plans. You know, to say we're going to strive for 3% economic growth, some people are saying that's not enough. You know, it should be greater than that. But with our constraints, such as the infrastructures, and we saw Eskom just last week giving us another warning signal that potentially those problems are not really behind us. And so I think what stood out was the positivity, but on the flip side was that on the ground action plans of how we're going to achieve this. I thought that the speech in general was a general political speech rather than what we were wanting to hear